What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a new video on the channel. Welcome to Forza Horizon 5, and I'm back finally. I know you guys have been keeping up with the content on the channel over the past couple of days. You know that there hasn't been any due to the fact that I have been on holiday, and I've made as many videos as I possibly could on this game and pretty much whatever I thought I could make at the time. And yeah, obviously the past couple of days I haven't had any videos go up, and yeah, now I'm back home and I'm back playing this game. I got the brand new car, the Lotus Esprit, the turbo Lotus Esprit, to be more exact, because there's actually two in the game, but there's the newer one, which is just completely different, and I love that one so much. It's such a cool addition to the game. But this one was this week's basically reward, and yeah, I like this thing. I mean, this was back when Lotus used to keep trying to make their cars kind of battle Ferrari, right? They used to make them look quite similar to Ferrari's cars. Flip up headlights, old school wedges. I mean, it's such a period correct car for them to add into this game, and it's such a cool car. Like, it basically looks like a supercar, but it's not really that fast. It's not particularly powerful. But the one thing that this has, which it kind of gives it the edge, and I guess Lotuses have been doing that forever now, is its weight. It's really light. I mean, it weighs, that's the wrong thing. It weighs 1,229 kilos. That is really light. If you go and compare this to something like, if you go to Ferrari, I have to try to find a stock one though. A Ferrari from the 80s, let's say, right? If you go to Ferrari, go all the way to the 80s, 288 GTO. I mean, this is basically like what the LaFerrari is. So I don't think we have anything to compare it to. Testarossa maybe, that's got a V12 in it. That's a little bit newer. The F40 still, like, that's like, this is heavy still, this F40, and we all know that the F40 is a super lightweight car. But yeah, anyway, regardless, it's a really lightweight car, this, and I feel like it could be really fun if we give it just a bit more power than what it has now, and maybe see what happens with it. I mean, maybe try to give it some better tires as well, because it looks like these tires are literally still from the 80s. But yeah. Anyway, let's fast travel over to the festival and let's have a quick look at this thing and see what else we can do to it. Also, if you're new to the channel, and I guess if you've been watching the videos and the lack of videos, but now we're back with daily content, subscribe to the channel if you're new, because it helps out more than you think. Plus, yeah, it's you get to keep up to date whenever I upload a new video. That was a nice little voice track as well. So this is pretty cool. I can't really like lean into it, can I? I can, kind of, a little bit. There we go. Lotus Essex. Jesus. It's got a turbo somewhere. I can't see it. Maybe I'm blind. Oh, is that... I can't see it. There's no chance. Interior looks posh. Leather everywhere. It's just... It just looks good. It's just a good looking car. Again, such a period correct car for them to add into this game, especially with this update that we had going on now over the last couple of weeks. It's been such a cool addition for them to add this thing into it. Even the handbrake is on this side as well. That is jokes. Of course, it has to have an ashtray as well there. Car from the 80s. Ashtrays everywhere. You ever seen like BMWs or Mercedes from the 80s? They have ashtrays everywhere. It's the funniest thing ever. But yeah, it's got some crappy tires on this thing, whatever it is. But okay. I'm down to finally do some stuff to this thing. It doesn't really sound particularly crazy either, so I think it should be interesting to actually do stuff to this thing. Maybe hopefully make it a little bit faster. What do we have here for engines? BMW engine, Honda engine, Skyline, 5.2 V8. I can't remember what this engine's from. This isn't from the newer Lotus. This doesn't have 500 horsepower. I don't know. Regardless, wherever this engine's from. Sounds decent. We have the Rally engine. Yeah, this is a pretty lighter car. I want to keep the standard engine that's in this thing. I'm going to upgrade it and do stuff to it, but yeah. Disgusting Forza parts. I don't really know if I want to do anything with the Forza Aero here. Yeah, these tires are poo. Let's give it some nice slicks and see what happens. Actually, I think I might have to add the Forza parts onto it, right? Yeah, I'm going to have to. This, as crappy and as disgusting as they are, I think I'm going to have to. Them on. I feel like I'm also going to ruin this thing if I end up changing too much on it, so I don't really know if I kind of want to. to change too much on it. I want to still kind of keep period correct stuff on the car, but then at the same time I kind of still want to see what potential this has to upgrade it. I put voice standards on it. I don't know. Something multi-spoke with the wheels would be kind of nice on this thing. I think it suits this car. Or even something like this. It's not even like too crazy of a wheel to have, and I don't think it'll make too much of a difference either if it's like an 8 kilo weight reduction or a 12 kilo weight reduction. God, those are awful parts. Jesus Christ, man. Just go back to the way they were. Just go back, Forza. Go back to the older parts that we've had before. Race diff as well. For the brakes, we can upgrade the brakes. We can give some nice drift suspension as well if we really want to, but this is mid-engine, so I feel like this would be really, really nice to drive once we have a lot of race parts on it. I mean, what are we looking at for weight reduction as well on this thing? It's... Jesus Christ. Like, that is just mad how light that is. Sounds a little nicer. I'm just looking to see what we can do with the standard engine on this thing. Maybe build it up all the way up to the top of A-Class, so we can probably just leave it there. How about that? We can try and do something like that, maybe. Like, what can we really change onto this car now? We can probably change the wheel size on one of the wheels and... whoops, that's the wrong thing. Probably change the wheel size on this thing. It'll probably drop the class. Actually, it isn't dropping the class down. That is quite funny. So what can I really change on this thing? Clutch, maybe? We can get rid of the clutch. Yeah, there you go. Okay, wow. Okay, that's fine. We'll keep it like this. That's interesting. That seems like it could have potential to be a really, really good A-Class car. Interesting stuff. Right, let's race this thing. Let's see what it's like. I feel like I'm going to be really, really rusty right now, though. Playing with this thing. I need to slap a tune on it real quick, but because I haven't touched this game in a couple of weeks now, I feel like I'm going to be really, really rusty trying to play it. Alright, anyway, I'll be right back. Right, I'm excited. This is not particularly crazy. Still. You just hear the transmission whine.
Why not say hello to the other drivers whilst you
I'm okay, thanks. I'm just trying to have a look at what this thing is like. That's really sharp turning in. It's really, really sharp. Let's try to bring it on a tight little track in a rival event. What can we actually bring it on to? Just any of them, pretty much, right? Something small. The Chihuahua circuit could possibly be a really good one to try it out on. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it on the Chihuahua circuit and see what happens in A-Class. I don't even know what my car is that I brought here before, what my rival is, or what's going on here, but I'm gonna just take this thing out there. I feel like this could also be a really good car for the Golden Toge as well. If you've watched any of the previous videos and you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, basically it's the mountain pass that's already in the game, except made narrower, and it's slightly more of a challenge, but it's really fun to take it around that sort of section. So I feel like even there, it looks like it could have the potential to be really good. That's the thing. I don't know if it is going to be really good, but it looks like it could have the potential to be really good with those numbers that it has. Now, I'm not a very crazy good tuner. I'm pretty decent, but I'm not a crazy good tuner. So even now, this car could possibly be really good, but my tune might be a bit crap. But I know how to like tune a car, right? So it's not like I'm gonna create something absolutely awful. But this seems to be really nice. I think I was right. Oh my god, the brakes are really good. I think I was right. I'm very intrigued now to see what this thing is like, because my rival is in an NSX, and if you've watched any of the previous videos, then you know that the NSX is actually one of the best, like, one of the best racing cars in this game, in A-Class, if I remember correctly. And that's who my rival is. That's what he's driving, so interesting stuff. He had a lot more speed coming into here, though. Yeah, I feel like I've lost my edge a little bit with the with the break that I've taken. I feel like I'm not as good as I was. And again, it's just mentally I have to get back into it. And the more I drive, the faster I'll end up... Whoa. The more I drive, the faster I'll end up getting. And it's all going to come back to me. I know. But I'm just saying, like, it's just funny how... I've been gone for 2 weeks and my driving has deteriorated. Like, just slightly, though. But it is noticeable. And this thing is nice. I don't think it's like, you know, world record tune type of nice, or like, or anything like that. Maybe someone else's tune it could be really good, but for right now, 56 seconds. Like, for the most part, I can keep up with the NSX. I think he has maybe just a bit more power. Or maybe his aero isn't slowing him down as much. Yeah, again. Oh god, nice voice crack again. I'm not used to talking this much. I'm not used to it. I've come back and immediately jumped into a commentary video. Well, not immediately, but like, you know. I had to come back and jump into a commentary video. It's just funny because I'm just getting voice cracks now. It's fine. It'll be funny for people to watch or listen. Make fun of me for it. But it's not funny when I acknowledge it. It's when I don't acknowledge it and I do the voice crack. That's when it's funny to bully me. Now it's not funny. Please don't bully me. 55.8. Really? That didn't take away my time? Interesting. Well, I want to see again because I think I've done like a really fast lap on this track before in A-Class, so I want to try to see where this thing kind of stands. But it's good. I like it. I need to try and make it so it's not as oversteery. It's very sharp to turning in and stuff like that, and I think I like the way I built it like that, but it's just, I think in some certain circumstances, oh, like double tap there. In some certain circumstances, when I'm like fully turning in, this thing would really wants to just like hop sideways. Maybe try and dial it back just a tiny bit on that front, but overall, other than that, it seems to be very solid. See, like it's doing bits. Like I can keep it at the NSX. And here again, maybe try and ease up a little bit. Again here, like that. That's nice. Just kind of be a little bit smoother with it. There you go. And it doesn't hop sideways. It doesn't try to kill me. Yeah, I like it, man. I like this car. It's good. I don't know if building it for a higher class or anything like that is gonna be better. I can see like the limit of its grip with the race tires that are already on it. You know what I mean? Like you can't get it to grip up even more than this. Maybe slightly lighter engine, but it's not gonna be much different to what you're seeing here. I mean, you're just gonna add more power. 55.6 is what we're left with. I want to have a look in the world whereabouts am I with 55.6. Because again, my rival obviously is going to be comparing whatever time I had on that track before, which was really fast. Whatever that is in the world. Alright, 55.6. If you go over there, we'll see what sort of car this is. What type of time I got. So, go back to where I am. So with the Jimny, funnily enough, is what I got of 52.4. So 55.6 puts it around the 5,000 mark. So it's not really that crazy. Scout, the Bone Shaker, F355. It's kind of where this thing is. It's around the 6,000 mark. Let's just say that. Lowest being a 6,000. So it's not that great. It does feel like it has the potential to be really good. It just, the tires for whatever reason just seem to have not that much grip. You know? I don't know how to really explain it. Like, if I feel like I'm running out of grip with it, even though it's on the best tires it possibly can have. You know, it's on the slick tires, and they're as wide as possible. So it's not like I've done anything bad with it. But you can see even there the way it just loses grip. I feel like it should have a lot more grip. It's very light. so the weight isn't a problem. It's just whatever speed I can have through the corners, and I feel like it's just a little underwhelming in that area. It's still a really nice car to drive, but the limit of grip that it has is a little crappy. That's all I can say. But again, I'm pretty sure as soon as this video is finished, I'm just gonna revert this thing back to stock, in terms of aero anyway, because this thing looks awful with the Forza aero. But I'm probably gonna revert it back to stock. But it's such a beautiful car. Again, it's just a wedge. Like it's just what older 80s like supercars and stuff like that all look like. It's just a big wedge. And yeah, even though it's made in a shed technically, right? I'm pretty sure that's what Lotus was. Lotus was tiny back in the day. But yeah, it still looks very, very cool. And it's mid-engine and rear-wheel drive. And it drives really nicely. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video on the Lotus Esprit, the turbo one. I'm definitely down to continue making some more of these videos. Obviously we have to take a look at some of the cars that I miss. And of course then a bunch of other videos will be made on some other things. And there's stuff I need to talk about, and games and all that sort of stuff. And the Xbox conference came up, and obviously we haven't had any Forza Horizon 6. Again, I'll address this and we'll talk about it in a different video. But for now, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good day.